Everyone, Jason Sharpe here from DocSports.com with another free play selection in NFL action for Sunday, December 7th, 2025, in the game between the Cincinnati Bengals, who are at the Buffalo Bills. Before I get into the breakdown of that game, though, I'd like to mention the fact that I am up a combined $8,000 in profits so far this year in the NBA and the NHL, over $4,000 ahead in both. In fact, I'm close to $9,000 ahead overall combined on the year. The NBA has been my number one sport the last 2 calendar years. I've won over $9,000 in profits, spending $100 a unit for my NBA followers. So head on over to DocSports right now. If you don't have an account there, you can sign up for one today, and you'll receive a free $60 credit. You can use that however you like. You can use that to join me this NBA NHL season. Lots of great specials up, and lots of big plays coming. So head on over to DocSports and join me in the winning. Okay, let's look at this NFL game for Sunday, December 7th, 2025. Cincinnati is about a 5.5 point underdog here at Buffalo. It feels like the Bengals are getting a little bit too much respect after their big upset win last week on Thanksgiving over Baltimore. First of all, I don't know how good Baltimore is really. Feel a little bit overvalued, overrated lately. They haven't really done much this year, so don't take a ton from that win. Plus, it was a big divisional game, which underdogs tend to play well in those games. Joe Burrow did make his return to action after missing a couple months since very, very early in the season when he got hurt. And it feels like it's getting a little bit too much credit. He played okay in that game, but the team's offense didn't really do much for the Bengals. In fact, they were ranked in the bottom 5 last week statistically in EPA. In success rate. Bottom 5 offense last week, despite the win. They didn't even average 5 yards of play, in fact. They just took advantage of a lot of Baltimore turnovers, like I said. And Cincinnati's biggest weakness is their defense, with Trey Hendrickson also expected to be out of this one. That'll hurt the Bengals even more, especially going against a Buffalo team that's missing a couple tackles in this game. They won't be able to take advantage, I don't think, of that. Buffalo is notorious for beating up on these bad teams. They're 5-1 at home this year. They have a huge home field edge. They're 6-2 against teams under 500 this year. They're coming off, I think, maybe their best win of the year, probably their second best win. They did blow out Carolina in a very impressive fashion about 6 weeks ago or so. But they won 26-7 over Pittsburgh last week, basically did all their damage in the second half, looked dominant, especially on the defensive side of the football. So I'm pretty impressed. I think they're starting to tune up now for the playoffs. So my free play selection here is to take Buffalo minus the 5.5 here in this one over Cincinnati. If you could do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button. It goes a long way in helping us build our YouTube channel at DocSports. And thank you so much for stopping by today, and good luck with all of your bets.